for Infinity. Infinity's going to be in blue. Whitetown's in white. There's the whistle. Get this jam underway. This is for all the marbles for the trophy. They're trying to jump ahead and get those three front blockers.
Ragnarok makes it through first. That's going to be the lead jammer for Infinity. Infinity.
Ragnarok makes it through first. That's going to be the lead jammer for Infinity. Infinity needs to win twice essentially. Can they do it? It's possible.
Twice essentially. Can they do it? It's possible. Trip Hazard on the floor for Winetown. Still trying to get that initial. Forced to reset behind Oscar. Meanwhile, Ragnarok up front trying to get those last two blockers. Stays upright and inbound.
Upright and inbound. That's 4 points on the board first for Infinity. On their quest for revenge.
On their quest for revenge.
Trip Hazard getting knocked down on the outside by Oscar, having to recycle. Ragnarok coming through, picking up another 4 points.
Ragnarok coming through, picking up another 4 points.
Have a star pass for Winetown.
Have a star pass for Winetown. New jammer, that's going to be number 418. That's going to be Baby Craig Rich.
New jammer, that's going to be number 418.
That's going to be Baby Craig Ribs. Now on the initial. Ragnarok does call it. Closing the door behind it.
A game of long runs. Which teams can get them first? Directional call. That's going to be Infinity going into that pump penalty box. The jammer is going to be.
That's going to be Infinity going into that Pampered Pups penalty box. Lead jammer going to be Flashburn for Winetown. Cut track going over to Scariana Grande. That's going to give a power jam.
For Winetown. Cut track going over to Scariana Grande. That's going to give a power jam over to Flashburn for Winetown. Scariana Grande going into the Pampered Pups.
Over to Flashburn for Winetown. Scariana Grande going into the Pampered Pups penalty box.
Flashburn
Flashburn needs 4 more passes to take the lead. Flashburn's going on the outside, having to recycle at the back of the pack. Finds a hole on the inside. Going to be picking up
inside lane, Bobbington outside, another 4 points for Winetown.
That's going to end the power jam. Scariana Grande is back on the track.
4. That's going to end the power jam. Scariana Grande is back on the track. Power jam's over for Winetown.
Power jam's over for Winetown.
Doesn't matter to Flashburn, scrubbing through the inside lane to the center, another 4 on the board.
New jammer. For Infinity, that's going to be Ragnarok. Number 8. Ends the jam on that one.
Flashburn calls it getting 3 more. Whitetown takes the lead. That is the first lead change of the game.
Local muscles up on that line. Going to be taking on Trip Hazard. That's going to be the recreation station jammer line. National State pivot line is clear. Trip Hazard trying to get through that front wall. Still stuck in the middle. Now the rear of the pack. Trip Hazard.
Still stuck in the middle of now the rear of the pack.
Trip Hazard come through with Winetown going to be your lead jammer.
Local Muscles makes it out. Infinity desperate to get some points on the board as soon as possible.
Local Muscles makes it out. Infinity desperate to get some points on the board as soon as possible to stay in the game.
To stay in the game.
Trip Hazard goes ahead and calls it 0-0 on that one.
So at the
Shamadri up on that line, taking on Flashburn. That's going to be the recreation station jammer line.
Flashburn trying to push through the middle and the front of that pack. Sumadra keeping the pack together and pushing the Midtown blockers up. Sumadra forced to reset. High Chillerbean. Still no lead jammer. Sumadra on the floor can bring back up. Flashburn still forced to reset.
Flashburn comes through, going to be your lead jammer for Winetown.
Sumadra was being held up by number 77 that whole time.
Sumadre was being held up by number 77 that whole time.
Sumadra finally out of that pack for the initial.
Sumadre finally out of that pack for the initial. Julie Bean for good defense toward the end there.
Chillerbean offered good defense toward the end there.
Flashburn comes through, calls it. Flashburn picking up 3. Holding Infinity to 0. Ragnarok up on the line for Infinity. Going to be taking on Trip Hazard. Right there at the recreation station jammer line. Aspen State pivot line is clear.
Trip Hazard trying to get the inside lane. Ragnarok forced to reset.
Having a reset behind Baby Crack Rib. Trip Hazard having a reset behind Oscar.
Oscar.
Ragnarok makes it out first. That's going to be lead jammer for Infinity.
Ragnarok makes it out first. That's going to be lead jammer for Infinity. Infinity has a chance to close the gap here.
This, along with Terrible Twos, it looks like, running that back wall.
Oscar and Cherry Vicious, along with Terrible Twos, it looks like, running that back wall.
Ragnarok looks like forced to reset.
Yeah, having a reset behind Baby Crack Rib.
Ragnarok is the one.
Ragnarok is the one looking for points right now. Going inside lane and fell. Out of bounds, I think.
Both jammers getting knocked on the inside of the track, having to recycle. Again, Ragnarok having to recycle behind Baby Crack Ribs, and then Trip Hazard having to cycle behind Oscar.
All of a sudden, two of the best defenses showing up at the same time. Both jammers stalled.
Right there and on the apex between turns 1 and 2.
Renrock calls it, earning all 4.
Flashburn up on that line, taking on Scariana Grande on the Recreate Station camera line. Pampered Pups penalty box is clear.
Flashburn coming on the outside for Winetown, going to be your lead jammer.
Flashburn coming on the outside for Winetown, going to be your lead jammer.
Scariana forced to reset, 227.
Having to recycle behind Nitro. Nitro's been heavy defense all day.
Cut track called on Flashburn. It is now going to be a power jam for Infinity. It looks like there's a star pass.
That was a star pass. Metallica is going to be your new jammer for Infinity. Metallica getting knocked on the outside, having to recycle.
Well, the start Metallica's going to be your new jammer for Infinity. Metallica getting knocked on the outside, having to recycle.
Infinity needs to take advantage of this power jam to survive. There will be no lead jammer.
Infinity needs to take advantage of this power jam to survive. There will be no lead jammer. So this jam will go to the end. Metallica now finally out of that pack for the initial.
Here's the pass for point.
Here's the pass for point.
Ends the power jam. Flashburn back on the track.
Flashburn will score points on this, but she can complete it.
Flashburn coming on the outside, makes it through.
That's going to be 4 points for Winetown.
For Winetown.
No lead jammer, gonna go to the end, look at the second plus.
Metallica finally makes it out. That's going to be 4 points on the board for Infinity.
Metallica finally makes it out, that's gonna be 4 points on the board for Infinity.
Flashburn comes on the inside. That's going to be 4 points for Winetown.
Flashburn comes on the inside. That's going to be 4 points for Winetown.
Metallica forced out of bounds.
Metallica forced out of bounds. And that times out the jam. See how the points shell out.
Metallica picking up 3 on that one. Baby Crack Ribs up on the line, taking on Local Muscles. That's the Recreate Station jammer line. National State pivot line is clear.
We're at 18 minutes, 33 seconds left. 4-point game.
Infinity has the pack advantage.
Has the pack advantage. Baby Crack Ribs coming through, going to be your lead jammer.
Or Winetown.
For Winetown.
Broken Muscle still has 2, now 3 blockers, trying to get some help from number 2. So this is also trying to help open up the lane.
2 now, 3 blockers trying to get some help. Number 2. Travis is also trying to help open up the lane.
Flashburn on the line, going to be taking on Oscar.
still pushing up front. Oscar found an open man, but hasn't quite earned it yet. Has one blocker to go. Infinity has lead GM status with Oscar.
Oscar found an open lane on the outside, but hasn't quite earned it yet. Has one blocker to go. Infinity has lead GM status with Oscar.
Flashburn also out of the pack for the initial.
Flashburn also out of the pack for the initial.
All right, that ends the jam on that one. 2 points for Infinity.
Points for Infinity. All right, let's grab your yellow tickets. We've got 3 raffles to call at 5-750-532. We got one more to call.
Trip Hazard and Milk Muscles on the line. It's a 2-point game with 16 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Whitetown Walker, penalty box.
Scariana Grande and Flashburn on the line.
That's going to be the recreate station jammer line. We've got Whitetown starting over at the Asphalt Skate Pivot line. But we'll store it over to the jammer line.
Scariana Grande almost made it on the inside lane but forced out of bounds. Flashburn's trying to take advantage.
Flashburn does. That's going to be your lead jammer for Whitetown.
Flashburn does. That's going to be your lead jammer for Whitetown.
Flashburn really wants to earn points here. Whitetown wants to stay ahead by the half to end this down. That's 4 points on the board.
This down. That's 4 points on the board. Sorry, guys. Pass over to Ragnarok before the end of that.
Oscar up on that line for Infinity.
It's a 6-point game. Still up in there.
Trip Hazard coming off of the line for Whitetown. We have 4-3 pack advantage going over to Infinity. You've got one in the Pepper Cup penalty box for Whitetown. That's Baby Crack Ribs.
Oscar moving that last line of defense all the way through. Lead jammer is going to be Oscar.
Oscar moving that last line of defense all the way through. Lead jammer's going to be Oscar.
Infinity. Trip Hazard coming through on the initial. Baby Crack Ribs rejoining the group.
Baby Crack Ribs rejoining the group.
That pack is moving. Whitetown pushing the speed.
That pack is moving. Whitetown pushing the speed. Wanted to buy time.
Oscar really needs points. Decides to call it. Earns 3. Turning this into a 3-point game.
Ariana Grande up on the line, going to be taking on Blackburn.
Flashburn pushing the front of that pack. And muscle it through. Does make it.
Does make it. That's going to be the lead jammer for Whitetown.
Lead jammer for Whitetown. All right, so start pass failed. Metallica going to the
reversal for Infinity.
4 points for Flashburn for Winetown.
4 points for Flashburn for Whitetown. Good thing that Scariana was able to feed that change the star. If not, that would have been a power jam.
In the power jam. Flashburn coming through with another 4 points for Winetown, extending that lead.
Flashburn coming through with another 4 points for Whitetown, extending that lead.
Gets through again, extending Winetown's lead. This is what Winetown needs.
Washburn gets through again, extending Winetown's lead. This is what Winetown needs in order to end this game early.
Team timeout called by Infinity.
We're going to be at 11 minutes and 50 seconds left.
We've got number 77 for Whitetown. That's going to be Julie Dean. Will be taking on Ragnarok for Infinity. Julie Dean making a run outside. Does she stay in? No, Oscar knocks her out. She's got to come back and recycle through the back of the pack, but she does have. Does she have lead jammer? Let's take a look.
Let's see the signal.
Nope, no signal. So still lead jammer on the ground. Ragnarok coming through there.
So still lead jammer up for grabs. Ragnarok coming through. There it is. Lead jammer.
Lead jammer.
This is what Infinity needs. They need to keep this run up until they get points here before Winetown can.
You got a run of points here before Winetown can. Ragnarok's got some work ahead.
Julie Bean coming through, having to recycle back behind Oscar. Oscar knocking her down on the inside.
Ragnarok's got some work ahead.
Julie Bean coming through, having a recycle.
Julie Bean having to recycle coming through. Passes Oscar. Ragnarok.
Well, the fans
That's it, yeah. By the Phantom Skater, I think.
Ragnarok coming through with top 4.
Yeah, Ragnarok coming through with 4. Ragnarok coming through, trying to stay on the inside. Picks up maybe some points, who knows? Let's see. Having to recycle back to the back of the pack.
Infinity needs to continue the runs to survive. Ragnarok does get through for 4, closing the gap a little bit more.
Infinity needs to continue their runs to survive. Ragnarok does get through for 4, closing the gap a little bit more. Ragnarok again on the inside lane. 4 more points on the board.
4 more points on the board, closing the gap. This is a 3-point game. 4 more points on the board, closing the gap. This is a
Closing the gap. This is a 3-point game.
Ends the jam.
Score is 42-39 in favor of Whitetown.
Into an official review called by Whitetown.
Whatever Whitetown challenge, it didn't work, so they lose that challenge. Washburn, who was responsible for the big run earlier, is now back in to try and do it again. Samadre there to try and prevent that or even steal it. And that call, but Flashburn was first out of bounds. And the pack caught up.
But Sumadre goes down, having to recycle.
But Su Madre goes down, having to recycle. Flashburn getting knocked on the inside of the track. Now on the outside.
Su Madre makes it through. That's going to be the initial for Infinity.
So she took off the start. Still could help.
She took off the start. Still could help. Needs a full pass to steal the lead.
Flashburn getting called on a penalty. That's going to give a power jam over to Infinity. Flashburn going into the Pampered Pups penalty box.
Infinity all of a sudden in striking distance from this power jam. But Whitetown still has a very excellent defense holding back and buying time.
There we go. Su Madre picking up 4.
There we go. Su Madre picking up 4.
Depending on how this jam ends, Infinity could end up with the lead change.
Lead change.
Nitro running interference over there on Su Madre.
That's going to be the end of the power jam with Flashburn.
Nitro running interference over there on Su Madre.
That's going to be the end of the power jam with Flashburn returning.
Flashburn coming through. That's going to be the initial for Winetown.
Flashburn's got to come through and score some points.
Flashburn's got to come through and score some points.
Both jammers now on scoring runs. Infinity with 2 more. That gives Infinity the lead.
Separate Oscar up on that line for Infinity. Going to be taking on Trip Hazard for Winetown.
Oscar forced to reset on the outside lane. Trip Hazard still in the middle of that front of that pack.
Baby Crack Ribs. And Spunky Monkey right there.
Baby Crack Ribs and Spunky Monkey running that interference on Oscar. Oscar finds that hole on the inside. Going into turn 1, going to be your lead jammer.
Oscar finds that hole on the inside. Going into turn 1, going to be your lead jammer for Infinity.
Infinity looking to
For Infinity.
Infinity looking to extend their lead.
Oscar trying multiple times, trying to get through that front wall. Oscar comes on the outside, going to be picking up 4, extending that lead.
For extending that lead.
Star pass, new jammer for Winetown, going to be Baby Crack Ribs.
Star pass, new jammer for Winetown. Going to be Baby Crack Ribs.
Oscar still has 2 blockers to go and calls it. He does earn 2 before the end. Score
Shot.
now is 51-42 in favor of Infinity. All of a sudden a flip.
Flashburn bustling through onto the outside line. These two jammers are around it. Also makes it through. No, he does not.
Oscar Flashburn muscling through onto the outside lane, takes Lead Jammer squaring around and also makes it through. No, does not.
Both jammers called on a penalty, so we're going to have a quick exchange.
Both jammers called on a penalty, so we're going to have a quick exchange. Looks like Flashburn's going to get in first. And out. Then Scarion Grande out. Still here, these jammers are beating Flashburn. No, Scarion.
Looks like Flashburn's going to get in first, then out, then Scarion Grande out. Still your lead jammer is going to be Flashburn. No, Scarion gets called back.
We're going to go to full jam, 1 minute and 22 seconds on the jam. Because both jammers were naughty, we're going to go to the end.
Flashburn coming through, picking up 4.
Flashburn coming through, picking up 4. Flashburn picking up 4 on that one. Knocked on the outside, have to recycle. End of the power jam. You have a start pass. New jammer going to be Sumadre.
Do have a star pass, new jammer going to be Sumadre.
Flashburn, meanwhile, trying to recreate the run that happened a couple jams ago to retake the lead.
Flashburn, meanwhile, trying to recreate the run that happened a couple jams ago to retake the lead.
Flashburn goes ahead and calls it. Trip has it up on the line for Whitetown. Going to be taking on Ragnarok for Infinity. Ragnarok getting knocked on the inside, having to go through. Gets knocked on the outside, having to recycle. Trip has it hitting that front wall, trying to get some help for his teammate. Ragnarok getting knocked out by Baby Crack Ribs. Getting knocked on the inside. Baby Crack Ribs gets called for directional. That's going to send her to the Panther Pup penalty box. Both jammers have to recycle to the back of the pack.
Ragnarok coming through, going to be your lead jammer for Infinity.
Infinity has a chance to extend the lead.
Infinity has a chance to extend the lead and survive. Ragnarok tumbling right through that pack, the first to reset. Ragnarok again on the inside lane, that's 4 points on the board.
Baby Crack Ribs going to be your jammer.
Ragnarok again on the inside lane. That's 4 points on the board.
Baby Crack Ribs going to be your jammer for Winetown.
For Winetown. Ragnarok waits for Baby Crack Ribs to come through. Team timeout. Team timeout called by Infinity.
Infinity calling timeout at 56-50 in favor of Infinity with 1 minute 26 seconds left.
Flashburn up on the line, going to be taking on Ragnarok.
Ragnarok obviously leading on the outside lane.
Baby Crack Ribs.
Baby Crack Ribs getting called. Going to be your lead jammer for Infinity.
Flashburn
gets through Oscar. Oscar immediately jumping ahead.
Oscar defensively aggressive. Meanwhile, Random Rock gets through for another fourth.
Defensively aggressive. Meanwhile, Ragnarok gets through for another fourth.
Random Rock gets through again. That's four on the board for Infinity.
Ragnarok gets through again. That's 4 on the board for Infinity.
Ragnarok's going to let that clock play out.
Infinity survives to play another round.
All right, that's it right there. So 64-50, since it is halftime and Infinity is in the lead, we're going to go to a second period.
Again, it's Ragnarok taking on Flashburn.
Ragnarok getting knocked on the inside, having to cycle all the way back behind big crack ribs. Flashburn coming through, trying to get through that front wall. Ragnarok coming through.
Ragnarok coming through. Gets a cut track on that one. That's going to go ahead and send Ragnarok over to the
Track on that one. That's going to go ahead and send Ragnarok over to the Pampered Pups penalty box. Give a power jam. Nope. Did it?
Pampered Pups penalty box. Give a power jam. Nope. Did it? No, I guess not. Yes, that is. I did send him to the Pampered Pups penalty box.
Star pass over on Winetown side.
That's going to be Baby Crack Ribs. Oscar tries to take a crack at the Baby Crack Ribs.
That's going to be Baby Crack Ribs. Oscar tries to take a crack at the Baby Crack Ribs. And she stays upright.
And she stays upright. And it's going to be your jammer for Winetown.
Power jam continues for them. Infinity now pushing the pack
For
forward.
them. Infinity now pushing the pack forward to buy time.
Ragnarok coming through. Baby Crack.
Ragnarok coming through. Baby Crack Ribs comes through. Baby Crack picking up 4.
Ragnarok coming through.
That was something.
Ragnarok coming through.
Ragnarok coming through. Baby Crack Ribs picking up 4. Ragnarok picking up that penalty. That's going to send to the Pampered Pups penalty box.
Ragnarok picking up that penalty. That's going to send him to the Pampered Pups penalty box. Power jam over to Baby Crack.
Baby Crack Ribs. Baby Crack Ribs picking up 4. Baby Crack Ribs gets called for a cut track.
61.
64-61. Yeah, that releases Ragnarok coming back onto the jam. Ragnarok getting knocked on the outside, having to recycle. We're just trying to reposition, trying to get positioned on that ball. That's going to hit the power jam. Baby Crack Ribs back on the track. Hot track. That's going to give Ragnarok over there. That's going to give a power jam over to Baby Crack Ribs. Baby Crack Ribs gets the knocked on the inside, having to recycle back to the back of the pack. Back there, mixing it up. Baby Crack Ribs trying to get through. He's got Cherry Vicious there.
Mixing it up. Baby Crack Ribs trying to get through. We got Cherry Vicious there getting some help. She gets some help from Nitro. Nitro opens up that window. Here comes Baby Crack Ribs with that lead jammer.
Here comes Baby Crack Ribs with that lead jammer. Nitro's been very good on that defense.
Nitro's been very good on that defense, opening up holes, holding jammers.
Baby Crack Ribs needs to finish this temporarily. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Ragnarok rejoining. Baby Crack Ribs seeing that, calls it.
Needs to take the lead temporarily. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Ragnarok rejoining. Baby Crack Ribs seeing that, calls it.
Jammers on the recreate station. Jammer.
It's got to be a stressful game for both teams.
Go big, go home type moment. Trip Hazard coming through.
Trip Hazard extending the pack forward. Look at Muscle still stuck at the very rear of the pack.
Trip Hazard coming through, going to be your lead jammer for Winetown.
About to rebuild their lead that they lost in the first half.
Star pass going on, new jammer. I believe that's Sue Madre. Cut track, that's going to be Sue Madre.
Cut track, that's going to be Sue Madre. Going to get called for a cut track again. That's the Pepper Club penalty box.
Tripper has tripped over himself. All right, both jammers are back. A little lull in the action. Service of penalties. I suppose that means no good jammer. Gonna go to the end.
Gonna go to the end. Both jammers stalled. Both teams with good defense. Northern tired. Trip Hazard making it through. The score on the board for Winetown.
Both jammers stalled. Both teams with good defense. Northern tired. Trip Hazard making it through. The score on the board for Winetown.
Madre still back in that back of the pack.
Sue Madre still back on that back of the pack. Mocha Muscles getting sent to that Pampered Pups penalty box. Ends the jam on this one. Trip Hazard picking up 2.
Looks like Winetown extends their lead. initial. Pack is moving.
Recreate station camera line.
Oscar trying to extend the pack. Lashburn
The
trying to
pack. Flashburn trying to push through as well. Oscar does it first.
push through as well. Oscar does it first. Oscar forced to reset, but keeping Infinity in the game. Looks like Oscar's going to the penalty box.
Looks like Oscar's going to the penalty box. That's going to get Power Jam over to Flashburn. No lead jammer again.
Flashburn coming through on that initial pass for Whitetown.
Flashburn coming through on the initial pass for Winetown. Oscar's come back on the track. That's going to end the power jam. Flashburn having to recycle to the back of the pack, get knocked on the outside. Same for Oscar. Flashburn coming through, stays up, picking up 4 for Winetown.
Flashburn coming through, stays up, picking up 4 for Whitetown.
That's going to go ahead and end the jam. Oscar picking up 4 on that one.
Astral escape pivot line is clear.
Scared to run on the outside lane. Oh, didn't quite make it. Almost did.
She does get the no pass, no foul. Through trip hazard. Trip hazard for Whitetown is going to be your lead jammer.
Coming through, trip hazard. Trip hazard for Winetown is going to be your lead jammer. Scary on the Grande completing that initial.
Ariana Grande completing that initial.
Hazard wants to complete this pass to extend the lead.
Trip hazard coming through. Picks up 4.
Maybe the ropes and muscles coming up. Prince makes down first. That's going to be the chamber for Whitetown. Star pass over on
Big Cat Reds mixed up first. That's going to be lead jammer for Winetown. Star pass over
the
on
side. And she makes it through.
the side.
That's going to be Metallica.
That's Metallica.
Metallica, that's correct. That is Metallica, your new jammer for Infinity.
That's going to be Metallica. That's correct. That is Metallica, your new jammer for Infinity. Baby Crack Ribs coming through, calls it off.
Very aggressively, too.
All day long, doing a really good job. Trip hazard up on the line for Winetown. Ragnarok on the line for Infinity. Nitro coming in trying to break up that wall for teammate Trip hazard. Baby Crack Ribs trying to help her teammate out too, trying to get
Baby Crack Ribs trying to help her teammate out too, trying to get Trip Hazard through that path.
Trip Hazard still in Power Jam. So has yet to pass this pack this round. Has to go through Oscar and now Cherry Vicious. Now trying to get some help.
Cherry Vicious running that interference. Finally gets through. That's going to be Trip hazard, but that does eat up that Power Jam.
Oscar and Cherry Vicious running that interference. Finally gets through. That's going to be Trip Hazard, but that does eat up that Power Jam.
Winetown does have lead jam now thanks to Trip Hazard. Infinity successfully buying a lot of time. Ragnarok does finally make it out from the box for the initial.
Winetown does have lead jam now thanks to Trip Hazard. Infinity successfully buying a lot of time. Ragnarok does finally make it out from the box for the initial.
Trip Hazard goes ahead and calls it, picks up the 1.
Flashburn up on the line, taking on Scariana Grande. That's the Recreate Station jammer line.
Scariana Grande trying to take advantage of that. Flashburn takes advantage first. Finding outside lane.
Yeah, finding that outside lane, you are correct, could be your lead.
See that Couldn't Flashburn takes advantage first.
Flashburn.
Outside lane.
Yeah, finding that outside lane, you are correct, going to be your lead jam. For the Winetown Rollers.
Scariana Grande makes it out as well.
Scariana Grande makes it out as well. That's going to be the initial for Infinity. Flashburn already at the back, turning points.
That's the new initial for Infinity. Flashburn already at the pack, turning points. And
What?
calls it.
Picks up 4 on that one, closes the back door on Scariana Grande.
That's a power jam. Oh, the muscles up on the line, going to be taking on Flashburn. That's the Recreate Station jammer line. Astro Escape pivot line is clear. That pack is pretty solid right now going into turn 1.
Mocha Muscles comes through, gets caught on a cut track.
Oh no.
Comes through. Gets caught on a light track.
Is that before or after the lead jam was called? I think it was before.
And before, lead jam still up for grabs. That's going to go over to Flashburn.
No, it's before, so lead jam still up for grabs. That's going to go over to Flashburn. Flashburn's going to be your lead jammer for Winetown.
Winetown now in perfect position to extend this lead and try and close it if they can. But they still have a lot of game clock to go.
Winetown now in perfect position to extend the speed and try and close it if they can. But they still have a lot of game clock to go.
Flashburn comes through unscathed on that one. 4 points, Winetown.
Unscathed on that one. 4 points, Winetown.
Four points. Flashburn. That ends the power.
Flashburn. That ends the power jam. Mocha Muscles back on the track.
Mocha Muscles back on the track.
Mocha Muscles skipping through on the outside lane. That's going to be the initial for Infinity.
Mocha Muscles skipping through on the outside lane. That's going to be the initial for Infinity. Flashburn wisely calls it.
Team timeout called by Infinity.
It's going to be 103 to 70. Jammers still no progress. Oscar up front. Trip Hazard only slightly behind in the pack. That could change, but it did. Trip Hazard on the outside lane.
Trip Hazard on the outside lane found that very tiny window and made it through. Winetown now is lead jam.
Very tiny window and made it through. Winetown now is lead jam.
Oscar having to go behind Funky Monkey and recycle. Hit that front wall, or a back wall.
Oscar uncharacteristically having some trouble this time getting through that pack. Hazard forces to reset. Scoring run right now.
Forced behind Cherry Dishes. Oscar still up front contending with looks like 3 blockers. Oh, made it through on the inside. That's going to be the addition for Infinity.
Vicious. Oscar still up front contending with looks like 3 blockers. But made it through on the inside. That's going to be the addition for Infinity.
Trip Hazard goes ahead and calls it. Trip Hazard picking up 2. Shut the back door on Oscar, holding him to 0. Flashburn on the line, going to be taking on Ragnarok.
Ragnarok almost fight still.
Ragnarok having to get through Nitro.
Ragnarok almost had it. Mike still.
Ragnarok having to get through Nitro.
Oh, wow. Ragnarok does make it through. That's going to be the lead jammer for Infinity.
Poor Ragnarok looks like he got hit by a
But still got back up.
Poor Ragnarok looks like she got hit by a Mack truck.
But still got back up. Credit for that.
Seriously, yep.
Flashburn finally makes it out of the pack. That's the initial for Winetown. Ragnarok makes it through as well.
Picking up 4. Yeah, right there, 4 points.
Ragnarok makes it through as well.
Picking up 4. Yeah, right there, 4 points. Ragnarok goes ahead and calls it. All right, Trip Hazard coming up with the
Grande Trip Hazard coming on that inside. Going to be that lead jammer for Winetown.
Going to be that lead jammer for Winetown.
goes. 4 more points on the board for Winetown.
Pampered Pups penalty box. Trip Hazard coming through with 4 for Winetown.
Baby Crack Ribs gets called for the penalty. That sends the pivot into the Pampered Pups penalty box. Trip Hazard coming through with 4 for Winetown.
Brianna Grande still at the wheel of the pack. I don't remember a start pass happening. Yep, still pushing through.
No packs called.
There's a start pass.
There was.
That's called.
Was a start pass.
There was a star pass. You are correct. Metallica is going to be your new jammer. But there goes the jam. Ends it. Flashburn on the line. Going to be taking on Oscar.
Lead jammer, that's going to be Oscar for Infinity.
That was the double.
Oscar for Infinity.
Double. Finley might be his lead jam there in command. If they can hold Flashburn to get some points, they can cover this deficit.
Flashburn gets knocked to the inside after recycle.
Flashburn is no slug. She gets through. That's going to be points on the board for Winetown.
Oscar getting knocked on the outside, having to cycle all the way back.
Washburn is no slug. If she gets through, that's going to be points on the board for Winetown.
Oscar getting knocked on the outside, having to cycle all the way back. Flashburn coming through, one to get through. That's going to be Terrible Twos. She gets through Terrible Twos.
Flashburn coming through, one to get through. That's going to be Terrible Twos. She gets through Terrible Twos. Flashburn on the initial. Oscar goes ahead and calls it. We're looking for big runs. Ragnarok has a couple big runs today. Nitro one more time running that defense. Julie being part of that back wall also.
Jamer's still trying to solve this puzzle of the blockers. Looks like.
Of the blockers. Looks like Infinity does it first, however. That's Ragnarok.
Infinity does it first, however. That's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok still got 2 blockers to go. Trying to extend that pack far enough.
Ragnarok finally pushes through. That's 4 points for Infinity.
Ragnarok finally pushes through. That's 4 points for Infinity.
Trip Hazard right up on that front, trying to break through that front wall, but Infinity's just reinforcing that front wall. You got Brick House, you got Territory, you got Terrible Twos. Also, I believe you got Scary on the Grande there too. No, that's Sue Madre there running that interference. Territory getting called for that penalty. Going to send Territory into the Pampered Pets penalty box.
Blackburn trying to go through. There's Oscar. Running interference. Blackburn having to recycle. Ariana Grande right up on that front wall. Again, that's Nitro Baby Crack Rib.
Washburn might have found a window.
Washburn might have found a window on the outside and does. Lead jammer for Winetown.
We do have a star pass. New jammer is going to be Cherry Vicious for Infinity.
It does. Jammer for Winetown.
Go, Terry.
You have a star pass. New jammer is going to be Cherry Vicious for Infinity.
Just push, Terry. Come on.
That's going to be a penalty over on Flashburn. That's going to give Cherry Vicious the power jam.
Losing lead, that's going to give them the full jam to try and make some points up. Cherry Vicious forced to reset all the way to the back. Vicious manages to find their way through the pack. Still got 2 more to go. Trying to get some help.
That's going to end the power jam. Flashburn back on the line. Back on track.
Still have seconds left on the clock for this jam.
No lead jammer. Going to go to the end of it.
Blackburn coming through with 4.
No lead jammer, gonna go to the end of it.
Flashburn coming through with 4. Ends the jam on that one. So you got Oscar running interference over there along with Nitro for Winetown.
Hazard breaks. No, does not break through. Going to the box. Maybe has a chance to take the lead jam.
Cut track for Trip Hazard.
Pack is being yelled at. Lead jam is still open, but Infinity still hasn't taken it yet.
Mocha Muscle still trying to get through that front wall. I think that front wall, you got Baby Crack Ribs. Mocha Muscles tries to go on the inside lane, but there was Baby Crack Ribs right there.
But there was Baby Crack Ribs right there.
Each away on that power jam. Trip Hazard coming back. Initial pass for Winetown.
Mocha Muscles come through, going to be your lead jammer.
Mocha Muscles come through, going to be your lead jammer.
The muscles will decide who is the lead jams. It does.
Mocha Muscles calls it. Picks up 2. Winetown picks up 2. Team timeout. Team timeout called by Infinity. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last jam. Here we go. Get up on your feet. It's the last jam.
them play another period. Props to them for keeping the fight going. Big congratulations to Infinity Roller Derby on a successful effort. And they get second place in this tournament. That is something to be proud of.
This is their highest finish since they've been with us. So again, kudos to them.
And finally, a big congrats to our tournament winners, Winetown Roller Derby.
Winetown
Trophy.
doing an excellent job all day long. Their defenses were just, you had Baby Crack Ribs sitting there, you had Nitro, you had a lot of other players out there. You had Jilly Bean, everybody out there. So kudos over to Winetown.